back again with another quick one. I got two pops that I've just picked up recently. Well, one is the Rick James one is one of the more newer ones. The Mr. Roger ones, I have actually had him for a little bit, but didn't really know when I was going to show him off, and I decided who better to put him with than Rick James, I guess. Two opposites that were completely different, way of living and the way they did stuff, but two very cool individuals, and that's why I decided to shove them together. But the first one up, I already said the name, but we got Pop Rocks. This is Rick James, who was an amazing musician and a great singer, great songs, just a super awesome sort of pop rock, icon. He was just amazing. And I've always been a big fan of his, especially my grandma was a big fan of him, my mom, and a lot of people from the 80s and, early 90s love Rick James. He's the man. Super funny. And then when Dave Chappelle did the skit, where he was Rick James, the F Your Couch thing and everything like that, it just was really awesome. But when this pop got announced, I knew I had to get it. And he's been out for a little bit of time, but it's funny, like a lot of stores are just starting to get him, because I pre-ordered Rick James, I want to say almost, it feels like 4 months ago, or maybe even like more. I don't remember. I know I had a pre-order on him for a long time, and it finally came in, which I'm like, cool, I'm happy to finally get him. And Mr. Rogers is an amazing TV show from Pop. This is from Pop Television, I should say first, and this is Mr. Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. Just an amazing person, it taught me, and I know a lot of kids, a lot of stuff, especially if you're at the end of your 20s, early 30s, or even mid-30s, or even a little bit older. You know who Mr. Rogers is, and you know how important he was for education in schools and for kids. He was just awesome. He does have a Barnes & Noble exclusive where he has the Prince. I think they kind of messed up with that. I think the Prince was kind of cool, but I'm surprised they did not stick him with Daniel Tiger, who he had and was doing the Daniel Tiger thing forever. If you watch the documentary, one of the first puppets he ever made was Daniel Tiger. So I was kind of shocked that they did the King instead of the, it was either Prince or the King. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure it was the King. I think I said the Prince, but it was the King. But, and I'm so kind of surprised, like I said, they did the King. I thought Daniel Tiger would have been a much better choice, but, still really cool. Anyway, just wanted to show these two off. These are two really cool pops. And I will be back with more soon.